Hi, it's Dr. Valerie Sutherland with your daily dose on weight and metabolism. Yesterday we talked a little bit about some things that can affect your weight set point, including medications and certain medical conditions. Today we'll finish up with a few other things that can affect your weight set point, specifically chronic inflammation, stress, and a sedentary lifestyle. Chronic inflammation is one of the causes of an elevated weight set point. Some of the things that can cause this are ultra-processed foods or the state of excess weight itself. So previously, fat was considered to simply be a storage of energy that only stored extra calories for when a person might need them. Current research shows that fat is actually an active organ that secretes chemicals that go into the bloodstream and affect the rest of the body. So the physiologic state of having excess fat is a chronic state of inflammation. Not all types of fat are the same. There is brown fat, there is visceral fat, there is subcutaneous fat, and certain kinds are more harmful than others. But that simple state of having excess fat, especially visceral fat, is a marker of chronic inflammation. A quick way to estimate if you have elevated visceral fat is to check your waist to hip ratio. So you measure your waist at about the level of your belly button, and then you measure your hip around your hip bones, and you take the ratio. And if your waist is bigger than your hips, then you're more likely to have higher levels of this harmful visceral fat. Another cause of chronic inflammation is ultra-processed food. There are recent studies that show that the calories in ultra-processed food lead to more weight gain than other calories. And it is probably inflammation caused by the processing of the food that affects how the calories are managed by our body. This is an example of how not all calories are the same. So those two things can affect chronic inflammation. Stress can also affect your weight set point. Common physiologic causes of stress that I see are night shift work. So many people these days are living opposite to their physiologic circadian rhythms, and they are working at night and trying to sleep during the day. This causes disruption in their sleep, so it's not as restorative, and therefore their metabolism, their hunger, their cravings, their metabolic milieu is changed from normal. So consider this for yourself. An unexpected, uncommon cause of physiologic stress is high volume, intense exercise. So this occasionally comes up when a person is exercising vigorously at high volumes, not understanding why they're not losing weight, and that can actually be shown in studies to impair fat loss. That's different than gaining muscle and losing fat. That's something else, but excessive exercise can actually impair fat loss. So that's just something to consider. Another thing that can lead to an elevated weight set point is just a sedentary lifestyle. So there's a saying that sitting is the new smoking. And this isn't just because of calories burned. It's because just sitting and being inactive causes some negative cytokines and chemical reactions in your body that are just a negative inflammatory state. So separate from how many calories you burn when you exercise, if you exercise intensely an hour every day, but you're sitting or sedentary for long periods of time after that, you're still having the negative effects of a sedentary lifestyle. So we talk about simple activity bursts to try to reset those negative cytokines, because humans are really made to be constantly lightly active. And all of the technological advances to make us more efficient at work and make things more convenient really contribute to a sedentary lifestyle. So try to use those efficiencies to get more time for an active recreational lifestyle, ideally, but at least try to fit in activity bursts or be as active as you can. So that finishes up about what can contribute to a weight set point. So stay tuned and we'll talk more about how you can affect your basal metabolic rate to try to achieve a weight that is healthier if your weight set point is not where you'd like it to be. If you have any comments, you can go to our website, rainiermd.com, under blog, and ask any questions or leave any comments. Thank you.